Hello and good morning, family. It's me again. It is still Monday, November the 4th, 2024. I know what you're thinking. Jen, why have you already pulled cards off camera? Well, actually, I was on camera while I was pulling this, and Mr. Boomer decided to come in and chew on the camera wire and unplug it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I pulled, but I'm going to pull again so you can see me pull. But first I want to go over what I pulled the first time. The overall energy of the collective is the moon. That means there can be some confusion out there. We're well aware. We're using our intuition to be aware of illusions. That tomorrow's election day can be full of illusions. Okay, 8 of Wands. This is in motion. Things are moving. Okay, just means things are coming. In the past is the Ace of Cups. This is Trump's red wave. His ace in the hole, being emotionally fulfilled. This is in the past. 2 of Wands. Current energy is yes. 2 of Wands right now, people are in a decision-making position. They have some tough decisions to make tomorrow if you haven't already. In the future is Wheel of Fortune. Now, this can be a twist of fate in the near future. And my intuitive download is we are going to be watching votes flip before our eyes. And they may declare a winner and then it get flipped to the other one. Okay, we're not quite sure. The advice that we have is the Emperor. That is Mr. T in the White House. And the 2 of Cups. This union, bond, and signing the agreement means sworn in. Okay. My clarifier cards, you normally see them like this, is 7 of Cups. Now, this is about making choices, all right? But this can also represent smoke and mirrors. And that's falling, the moon is right there letting us know it's not as we seem, okay? Everything is not as it seems. But the Knight of Pentacles, that's our military watching. They're on the perimeter and they are watching what's happening, okay? So that was the first pull that I did this morning before Mr. Boomer so rudely cut my feed. Now, to make you feel better, if you worry about me not doing this on camera, I will do another pull on camera so you can see. We'll do another current energy of the collective with the energy of the election. This is based on the energy of the election. And then I'm going to pull out the pendulum board. We're going to get some updates on the energy. My Monday Tarot with Jen will be with the round table again because we're under crucial times and we all need to stick together. And having them on is a good way to gauge the energy. All right. 4 of Cups. Interesting that we got this on the collective energy this morning about distractions. The Empress. All right. This is abundance, sovereignty. Interesting. Regardless of what smoke and mirrors they're going to throw at us, remember, you stay grounded. All right. In the past, 5 of Cups. Okay. This is worried about loss. All right. Some red hats floating away here. All right. So this can be about disappointment. Current, the Star. This is a reminder that this is hope and optimism and healing for Gaia and our nation. Okay, it is number 17, and it's the Star card reminds me that the Federation is all over this, just like our military is watching. They are as well. The Queen of Cups. This is about using your intuition in the future. If the results don't seem right to you, use your gut. But this is a good reminder to also have compassion. We're not going to lose our marbles. Remember the movie. Six of Swords. Advice. We will be moving out of troubled waters. Okay, eventually. And then the Queen of Pentacles. All right, you're staying grounded, you're focusing, you're manifesting the best outcome. Okay? This is about taking care of your family, taking care of your loved ones. It will get better, but we may have some rocky times. The world is watching. We know this. But this is completing a cycle and having victory. This is unnecessary worry and anxiety. Keep your energy up and high and know that there's a plan taking place and we're just seeing it roll out. Okay? So all these swords, informations, and thoughts, do not let it cause you anxiety when we get the results tomorrow. Okay? We do not need the negativity. All right. Now, that leads me to my next thing that I'm going to say. I pulled the pendulum board last week. It's been almost a week exactly. And I asked some very important questions. Spirit gave us some answers and some dates. And I said, this is fluid. This is based on the energy right now. And anything is subject to change. So if something happens or doesn't happen on a date, don't freak out. Unfortunately, I have received negative comments. You are wrong. Well, you know what? I just told you, do not base it on fact. This is fluid energy at the moment. Anything could happen to change it. We do not stick to dates. We ask them and we base it on the energy at that moment. And if you've got your own pendulum board and your own pendulum and you do your own thing, good for you, lovey. But to come out and try to start a pissing contest with me about what you asked and what it said, good for you. I don't need to hear about it. Start your own channel and do your own thing. But do not bring your negativity to this channel. I will not hesitate to block you because all you do is cause upset and concern. I am doing this because I love people and I want them to know where the energy stands. If it does not resonate with you, turn it off. You do not have to watch this. Nor do I need you coming back saying, you're wrong. I never said I was right. I said it's always moving energy. Take it with a grain of salt. So take your negativity and go somewhere else. If I see it in the comments or in my email box again, I will block you. Start your own channel if it's that important to you. Now, with that being said, I am going to readdress some of the same questions, starting with the stock market crash. You're wrong. It didn't crash Saturday. No, it didn't. We're going to find out why. And we're going to base it on the energy today. All right? Today being Monday, November the 4th. All right? So, we're calling in Divine Spirit. Let me see if I can get this angle right so y'all don't have to stare at my knuckle the whole time. All right. So the first question I have, now I have a bunch written down here. Whether I do them all, I don't know. I was just writing down some ideas and then I'll base it on the intuition and the feeling that I get as I get the answers. Okay? All right. Hello, Divine Spirit. Hello, and good morning. The stock market did not crash to the public view on Saturday. Can you tell us why? Can you tell us why? I, T, W, I, L, L. It will. When? Can you give us an updated on the energy right now? When could the public potentially see the stock market crash? November. Seventh. Okay. So that would be Thursday, maybe? All right. All right. Overall energy. Boy, this pendulum is vibrating. Spirit's anxious. All right. All right, Spirit. Our divine guardians, can you tell me who will be announced the winner of the 2024 presidential U.S. elections? Who will they announce the winner? Well, we have an H, so we know this is Harris. So they're going to announce that blue team wins. Is this a fair election with accurate voting numbers? Is this a fair election with accurate voting numbers? No. Okay, let's break down a little bit more. Who will take control of the Senate? We're looking for an R or D here. That's what we're looking for. We don't need to spell out the whole thing. Who will take control of the Senate? We have an R. All right. So we know that Republican. Who will take control of the House? Now, we're not getting into devolution and breaking down the governments because it's going to take some time. So right now, with Congress that we have, who will take control of the House? We're looking for a D or an R. We have an R. Okay. Now, a reassurance that I don't influence this is who's going to win the election and they say Harris. Well, you all know that I don't want her to win, so why would I make it swing that way? Okay. All right. Let's move on. A lot of these are repeat questions, okay? Will the military step in over election interference? The military step in? Yes. Okay. My next question. Will Americans know publicly that there was interference? Yeah, that's a strong yes. Okay. I wrote down when is EBS. We've done that before, but I'm going to change this up just a little bit. I'm going to ask Spirit, will the election interference be the reason EBS is activated? Yes. Okay. Can you tell us when the EBS will be? Pendulum is very excited. Lots of energy this morning. When will the EBS, as of right now, when do they plan to hit the EBS? November? All right. Do we have a day? It's still pointing to November 6th. That's what we got last week. Okay. Take it with a grain of salt, guys. And I know people are getting their own answers from their own divination that we won't have power outages and so on and so forth. Good for you. This is what I'm getting. All right. How long will it take for the public to find out results of the election? Because they could postpone it. We don't know. It could take days, weeks, months. I don't know. How long will it take for the public to find out the true results? Now, we would assume that the EBS, the military, would announce the true results, but we don't know. Let's just ask it anyway. How long is it going to take for the public to find out the true results? Got one what? So we could get a D for day, W for week, M for month. It's pulling more towards the D, but I'm going to get a clarifier. Spirit, were you pointing to the D for day? Yes. Okay. So one day, which would coincide with why the military steps in the next day. All right. Spirit, will there be riots after Election Day? Yes. Can you tell us where? C I T I. So basically the cities. So major cities. Yes. All right. So we know they will. Major cities. Try to avoid them if you can. Let's expand on this. Could there be false flags to distract the people after the election? Could there be false flags? Yes. Will these be done by the deep state? Yes. Are these catastrophic? Could they be catastrophic? No. Okay. Is that because the good guys have it under control? Yes. Okay. Well, that's good to know. So, yes, false flags, severe, no. Good guys are making sure that doesn't happen. Good to know. Our energy influences that as well. That's why we stay positive. All right. Is the U.S. still facing power outages? That's what we're going to ask. I don't care what your pendulum got. I'm telling you what I'm getting right now. Will the U.S., this includes Alaska and Hawaii, they are our family. Will the U.S. experience and face power outages? Yes. Okay. Can you tell us approximately when this could start happening? November. Seventh. Wow. That's earlier than when we got before. So, November 7th. Let's be specific. Will these be rolling blackouts? That means on and off again. Will they be rolling blackouts? Yes. Okay. Is this everywhere? Is this everywhere? In the U.S.? No. Let's see. Is it just the major cities where the rioting is happening? Yes. Okay. Okay, so some answers have changed, obviously. So this is rolling blackouts. Those major cities with the riots. Okay. That doesn't shock me. It's better than the whole place going down, right? All right. They've been boarding up buildings in D.C. and putting fences up. Is obviously, I know the guys, this is going to seem like a dumb question. Is this because they anticipate rioting? Yes, obviously. That didn't take long. Who will be doing the rioting? And we're looking for a D or an R. Which side's going to be ticked? D. Okay. Let's ask when these are going to begin. Because if they flip it and then flip it back, you know what I mean? We don't really know. They're telling us it will only take 1 day to do this. Okay, so when could these riots begin? November 7th. Okay. All right. So let's write down here November 7th. All right, so it's going to be a day or two that gives the military or whoever the white hats are doing their thing 24 hours to come out and say, this nefarious stuff happened, and these are the actual true results. And then people will start losing their marbles. Okay. Let's ask an important question that is on people's minds. Regardless if it has to do with the stock market or the election, will people have access to their bank accounts this week? This week. Meaning November 4th through the 8th. I'm doing weekdays. Yes. All right. So as of right now, you're okay and you have access to your money. So if you're still seeking supplies or whatever, if you're in a big city that's more towards you, just be prepared. So I'm going to emphasize again. Well, what if we do all this preparation and nothing happens? Well, good. You're no worse off than you were before, and you're prepared in case it does happen later. All right? But this is the overall reading for the day. I tried to hit on some of the bigger questions of the energy of where it could go. I said could, based on right now. Okay? If it doesn't resonate, that's okay. You get something else, I don't want to hear about it. Start your own channel. Okay? If Jen seems nasty and ugly this morning, it's because that's all I got this weekend. And I don't want to hear it. If it's that important to you to be right, good for you. I never claimed to be right, and I never claimed that this would happen and it was etched in stone. As a matter of fact, I told you it wasn't. So please leave your negativity to yourself. All right? If it's fear, that's something you need to work on. All right, guys. And for those of you who do understand what I'm saying, I apologize for my rant, but it's warranted. Okay. That is it for now. Now, I am going to do another one tomorrow for Check Your Box Day to see if anything has changed and see where we stand. Okay? Keep your vibrations high. Be happy. Have compassion for your neighbor. Don't get doomy and gloomy. Okay? We don't need that. There's no fear. If it doesn't happen, great. Wonderful. But as of right now, this is where we stand. I do want to shout out Michelle Fielding. Go check out her new video. She talks about that the devolution of the government and everything will be happening over the next couple of years. It will take time, and we know that. And that's not just the U.S., that's global. Okay? That's it for now. I will see you later. We are going to do special roundtable and gauge the energy of everybody. If you have questions, please bring them. and we'll answer them the best we can. All right? Until then, I love you. Go with God. Know that He loves you, and so do I.